Hi, welcome to the channel, Chris and Laura. I'm Chris.
And I'm Laura.
Tonight, she is cooking El Pato. My mom got this recipe from a friend of hers, late 70s, 78, 80, somewhere in there. Laura here, she'll tell you what's all in it and how it goes together, and
it's delicious.
it's delicious. We also have Spanish rice that's going to be going with this. Yeah. And that's also my mother's recipe. So, here we go.
We are going to make El Pato.
That's right. And Spanish rice. Don't forget Spanish rice.
We're making El Pato and Spanish rice. Alright, so here we go with making some El Pato. We've got a can, just a 10.5 ounce can of cream of chicken soup. I already dumped it into a bowl so I could use the can. But you got 1 can cream of chicken.
Vanilla pudding.
Want a bite?
Here.
You're going to want a large bowl. And then you're going to add that can of cream of chicken that you had. You're going to want to fill it with some chicken broth. Dump that in there. And then the magic, El Pato sauce. It is a hot and spicy tomato sauce. You can find it in your grocery stores, but it's delicious. I've got 1 can of the regular El Pato sauce that I'm going to put in here.
Red one's got jalapenos.
Yeah, this red one, this is the jalapeno one. So it's still a spicy tomato sauce, but it's got chunks in there. Chunks of delicious. Alright, so we've got all this in here. What we've got is, it was 1 can of cream of chicken, 2 cans of El Pato sauce, which is a 7 3/4 ounce can, and 1 can of chicken broth. So now we're going to mix this all together. So I should also say that at the beginning of this, you're probably going to want to boil up your chicken. It's 2 large chicken breasts, boiled with onion and your spices and stuff, your salt and pepper and whatever else you want to use. You get it to where it's shreddable. Or you can use a whole chicken and debone that, shred that up. So the can of chicken broth, you can get that from the broth that is made from boiling your chicken, or you can do the canned chicken broth. Alright, so now we've got that all mixed up. We're going to add the chicken. Mix that all up. Then we've got 2 dozen corn tortillas cut up into squares. So we're going to add that into here now. Alright, so now you kind of want to just fold this in until everything's just coated, because you don't want to tear up your tortillas. So you want to mix this just until it's all coated up. Kind of get the tortillas broken apart a little bit. They kind of stick together. Okay, we're going to call that good. Now we're going to spray our pan. You just need a big enough casserole dish, 9 by 13. This is an 11 by 9. And we're going to take half of the mixture. We're going to put it in the bottom. Alright, so we've got half of it in the bottom. And then we're going to take some shredded sharp cheddar cheese. You need about 1 pound of it shredded. We're going to sprinkle that here into the middle layer. Alright, so now we're going to put the rest of it on top of the cheese that we just put down. Try to spread it around evenly. Get all the goodie out of the bowl. Get that all spread out. We're going to take the rest of that cheese, that sharp cheddar that we had shredded up, put that over the top. Alright, so we're going to cover it with some foil. Make sure you spray your foil, otherwise all that cheese is going to stick to it. Cover it up. And we are going to put it into a 350-degree oven for about an hour. And then we're going to take the foil off the top and we're going to put it in there until it's all bubbly and delicious and cheesy, melted and golden brown and yummy. Alright, so here we are. We're getting ready to make the rice. I am using a pot to make the rice because I don't have a skillet big enough that I can use on this range top. It was 2 tablespoons of butter I'm melting here. And then we're going to throw 2 cups of, I just have long grain white rice here. We're going to throw 2 cups of that in there. And let the rice brown up. Mix it all around, get all that butter on there so the rice stays separated. So we'll just let this brown up for a little bit. So you want to make sure it's all coated really good in the butter. You can use olive oil too, but I always use butter. Alright, so we are toasty looking golden brown on the rice. So we're going to add the other ingredients to it, which is 1 can of El Pato sauce. Ooh, it's hot. Can of green chilies. A can of water. Okay, so we're going to mix this all up. And then we're going to turn it down to low and let it simmer. Put the lid on it right here. And we were told not to touch it with the lid on it. Let it simmer for probably 20 minutes, I bet, huh?
Probably, I think. You'll be
White
able
rice.
to, when you open the lid, you'll be able to spoon out a little bit and try the rice.
And then take the lid off and stir it up. But don't take the lid off until it's done. Looks like our El Pato is just about done. So we're going to pull it out and take a look. I know you're not supposed to open it towards yourself, but easiest way. Get that out. Alright, so take the foil off. Look at that.
Oh,
Looking yummy, yummy.
it's looking amazing.
So I'll put it in for about another 15, I think. Keep an eye on it, and we want it to be bubbly good and golden brown and
Delicious.
delicious. Alright, so the El Pato is done. I'd put it in for another 15 minutes, but I think it looks pretty good. So we're going to take it out. Set it right here. And we're going to throw some diced green onion on top. There, I think that looks good, don't you?
Oh,
Does that
yeah,
look
it's
like enough?
delicious. Yeah, we can always add more on our own plate later.
Yeah. Alright, so the rice is done. It's been probably about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. So we're going to give it a fluff. Shut the fire off on it. Fluff it up here. Oh, it smells delicious. Alright. Get some of this rice here. Some of the Pato. Look at that. Oh, it looks so hot.
It looks delicious. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yes, let's try this. We got the El Pato here. Who's going to burn their mouth first?
That's pretty good. That's delicious. Well, I got to give a shout out to my mom for this recipe. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Well, thanks for joining us on this supper build. We sure appreciate you watching. We sure love cooking for you and showing you this. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. That way you don't miss out on anything else. Like it, share it with a friend. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thank you.